Where is Krabi?
Krabi's in the south of Thailand.
Yeah, it's one of the most popular destination in Thailand, especially in the south, because they have a lot of beaches, a lot of islands to explore.
Yeah, Krabi is beautiful, and we have been there many times actually. We tend to fly down there at least once a year, and we know the area very, very well. We've stayed at different areas, different hotels, and I'd say we have a pretty good love for Krabi.
Absolutely. Our latest trip, we went to Krabi in Klong Muang area.
I really like the Klong Muang area. We had traditionally usually stayed in Ao Nang, and it's really a great beach there also, and there's a lot to do, a lot of tours leaving out of there. But unfortunately, every year we started to see a little more trash on the beach, and the natural environment seemed to be really degraded there. And we also noticed some differences in Ao Nang town area, the way the local people were interacting, I think just because of like over tourism, especially with the tour groups. The normal friendliness seemed to be diminishing, and more of like a pervasive bad attitude towards tourists. So we just found Klong Muang and decided to start going there, and once we went once, we just fell in love with it and have been going there quite often ever since.
Right. And we stay at
Beyond Resort Krabi.
this brand have multiple hotels around in the south. They have in Phuket, they have in Krabi, and they have in Phang Nga.
What is your first impression?
It's really big. It's a big property, have a lot of rooms, have different types of rooms. They have a beachfront, and it was beautiful.
Yeah, I agree. When you check into this hotel, the piece of land is very narrow up towards the street. So it looks like you're going into sort of a small place, and the entrance is not particularly grand. You know, it's somewhat underwhelming when you first see it, but when you get in there, the whole expanse of the beach and the island views and everything open up in front of you, and you see that the property is like sort of pie-shaped, and you came in on the point, and then the property is actually huge, all in front of you with the beachfront that goes all around the front and all around the side. So yeah, I really like Beyond Krabi. I like the views there. I think the property is well managed, and the picture taking, video taking opportunities on that beach are just out of this world. I mean, it's one of the most beautiful places.
Right. Let's talk about the room.
We've stayed on more than one occasion. So
Right.
one time we stayed on it was a beachfront bungalow.
Right.
And it was expensive.
How was it?
It was okay. We had booked it over high season, you know, basically close to the holidays in Christmas time. So that already brought the price up. And this was one of their more expensive rooms. The room was okay. You know, the view was okay. The layout of the room was a little awkward. It was a little old. And we found ourselves saying, you know, we love this area. We fell in love with the area. We liked the resort. But the room, not so much.
We had a little bit of the problem, no hot water and water just leaking everywhere, but they fixed it. I still think it's overpriced.
There wasn't much in the room, and there was awkward step downs and step ups. Like if you had to go to the bathroom at night, you were like tripping going down the stairs and then tripping going back up. It just wasn't a great room layout, and it didn't really offer much in an amenity, and the view was only okay. a secondary trip, we specifically requested to be in the quietest room in the main building that they had, and they really accommodated us. They put us like on a wing all by ourselves,
Right.
on the top floor, on like the furthest room west, and we had an unbelievable view.
Right.
We didn't hear a whole sound, like any noise at all, the whole time we were staying, and it was a much better experience. The room was a nicer quality. The interior features were more comfortable.
It's newer.
It's newer. Yeah, it was just better.
So how was breakfast?
Breakfast, I think, was pretty good.
The restaurant itself is big, so you don't feel so cramped around when you go to the breakfast in the morning, and they have a variety of stuff. So I think this was pretty good. We try to snorkel in front of the hotel because we were thinking it might be something there, right?
Yeah, there is a little island
Yeah.
there.
But it's all rocks.
Yeah, it's not really made for snorkeling. We have seen people out snorkeling there, but it seems like you have to spend more of your time trying not to bump headfirst into the rocks than enjoying anything. So
Right.
probably wouldn't recommend snorkeling off this beach, but we definitely would recommend hiring one of the many boat captains that are right there and let them take you out to the islands nearby. That's a fantastic day out, and it's cheap. And these guys want you to have a good time. I mean, everyone we've ever taken out has given us an amazing day.
Right. Well, if you can't snorkel or swim that much, by the beachfront, they have a big pool there.
Yeah, really big pool.
Talking about going to the islands around there.
We've taken both group island tours, and we've also hired our own boat on different occasions, and we've never had a bad time.
Right.
I mean, the group tour was fine. We did that in Ao Nang. More recent trips, we hired our own boat. They just put us ashore, and it was a tiny beach or even no beach, but beautiful, super beautiful. And sometimes the captain just dropped us in the water when there was a reef and there was no island.
No island, no.
Just a shallow area that he knew of, and that was awesome too. If you're into open water swimming and you want to have a little more of an adrenaline dump, I know Jammy gets pumped up when there's no land around and she's jumping off the boat. She gets like, all right, this is, a little more of a challenge. So
I was scared.
No, she does good. I mean, we get right in, but it's, open water swim's a different experience. When it's just the ocean around you, it's pretty awesome. The island tours, no matter how you try it, you're going to have fun, and it's a really good value.
area, they have many restaurants.
Beyond Krabi is on the corner, so you get a south-facing beach and a west-facing beach. If you walk up that west-facing beach, there are a ton of small local beach-style restaurants. Most of them also have accommodations where you can stay, like a guest house. And those restaurants are awesome. They are cheap, awesome service, awesome food, huge menu, have everything. And we have just literally never had a bad meal at any of those places. And we don't want to do anything else in the evening but go there and eat. What do you think?
Yeah, awesome. They have good food, they have affordable drinks, and it's really nice and gorgeous view because it's right on the beach, right?
And it's facing the sunset too. So when you're eating dinner, I mean, it's a setting right there with a multitude of colors, like right. It's it's paradise.
Yeah.
We generally go to Krabi in May. We've been in May a couple of years, and it was always awesome. And we've been in December. December was okay, and it was also very expensive. That was the year everything was expensive. We tend to pick our high season travel much more carefully for that reason.
Don't forget to try Krabi.
Yeah, it's a place you have to see. It is developing quickly, but it's still a lot less developed than some areas in the south, but offers a good tourist experience. So this offers enough development.
Right.
You have tuk-tuks, that can bring you around, people can talk. Actually, the people in Krabi, that's something worth mentioning, almost everyone down there speaks English.
Yeah.
In Krabi, you're not going to have any problem with that at all. I will say there's really no taxi service there. You can't just call a taxi or a grab car. So you really want to avail yourself of the minibus services when you have to transfer hotels or get back and forth to the airport. That's the way to go. The minibuses are super reliable. They'll come pick you up wherever you are. It's cheap, and we've used like the same one probably like 5 trips. It's every time we go there, they bring us everywhere. They're great. And if you're just walking around on the street, you get tired, you can grab a tuk-tuk. We'll see you in Krabi, guys.
Bye.